Hi, it's Lisa Cantalupo. Today I'm going to show you how to make this leather eye patch right here. This is one of my designs and you can download the template on my website. Also with the template, you can download the PDF instructions. I have my leather, I have my hardware, and we're ready to go. I made this template and here I am cutting the eye patch out and also cutting the straps for the rest of the eye patch. Dropping the eye patch in a container of water for it to soak. And while it's soaking, I'm using a number 1 beveler to bevel the edges of all the straps of the eye patch. I'm fast forwarding the video so we can get to the next step. I am removing the eye patch from the water after it's soaked a little bit. I'm forming it to give it a little shape before we move on to the next step. Here I am running the straps for the eye patch through the vintage grinder that I converted into my sander and burnisher. There are 3 different sanding sleeves on this grinder. Each is a different grit of sandpaper. Here I am wetting the strap edges again, and I'm going to run it through the rotary drill. This will give the edges a more soft and finished feel. The vintage grinder. I'm using the burnisher side of it this time, and I am running the edges of the straps through it to get them smooth. I do have a video on how I converted my father's vintage grinder into my sander and burnisher, and I will post the link to that video in the video's description. On the rotary drill, I've attached a small wooden burnisher, so that little gadget really helps to smooth the edges as well. And we're back on the sanding side where I am running the eye patch itself, the edges through each grade of sandpaper sleeves on the old vintage grinder. And I'm going to speed this up so we can get to the next step. Choco Pro. This stuff is amazing. I am treating all the edges of both the eye patch and the eye patch straps with this product and running it through the vintage grinder / burnisher. This product, along with a wooden burnisher, will really leave the edges smooth. And here is the eye patch, all completed. This next part of the video is putting together the straps. I've designed it so that it is adjustable, but we need to make a miter joint. So you need to skive the edges following the template and dropping a little glue to keep that mitered edge secure. Smooth out the edges. Follow the template, mark your hole. Add the rivet to secure that joint. Use the template to mark the placement for the Velcro and stitch the Velcro into place. Next, we attach the D-ring. Use the template to mark your hole. Punch your hole. Run the strap through the D-ring. And set the rivet. Here I am prepping both the straps and the eye patch for some hand lacing. And for the hand lacing, I am using some kangaroo. It's important that the holes match on both sides of the leather items that you are lacing together. I have to tell a little story here about this. This is kangaroo lacing. The first time I ever was introduced to kangaroo lacing was in California. Pascal Cooper, bootmaker to the stars, is actually the person that taught me this technique. I still have those original samples. This is going back to maybe the 2009-ish. And I still think of him when I lace products like this. It is time to lace. Starting from that first set of holes on the top, from the back side of your leather, insert a needle through each hole. And as you're doing that, you're going to be cinching the edges of the leather together. Take your right needle, pull it across the front, and insert it into the middle hole on the left. And then take your left needle, pull it across the front, inserting it into the middle hole on the right. So now you should have 2 stitches that form an X, and that is connecting the 2 edges of the leather together. And both needles now should be on the back side. So if you flip that over, you're going to take the needle on the right that is now coming from the middle hole, and you're going to bring it up and insert it into the top hole on the same side. Now the needle's in the front. Still working from the back, you're going to take the needle on the left that is coming from the middle hole, and you're going to bring it up and insert it into the top hole right above it on that same side. Now you have both needles in the front of your project. Flip your project around, and you're going to take your right needle, pull it across the front, and insert it into the bottom hole on the left. And take your left needle, pull it across the front, inserting it into the bottom hole on the right. Now both needles should be on the back side. Flip your eye patch around. You're going to take your right needle that is coming from that bottom hole, and you're going to bring it up and insert it into the middle hole on that same side. Now that needle is in the front. Still working from the back, you're going to take the left needle that is coming from that bottom hole, and you're going to bring it up and insert it into the middle hole on that same side. Now both needles should be in the front. Now take your right needle, pull it across the front, inserting it into the bottom hole on the left. And then you take your left needle and pull it across the front, inserting it into the bottom hole on the right. Now both needles should be in the back. You're going to cross them over and tie it off in the back. A little hammering down makes it all nice and smooth, and then we're off to the second side. Now we're going to repeat this on the other side of the eye patch. And if you're a perfectionist like me, you can reverse it. So what was left will now be right, and what was right will now be left. If you have this lacing technique mastered, fast forward to the next portion of the tutorial. Ah, bugger. Do it again. This is the good news. Tell everybody. The God that loves you. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Dum, 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 dum. Say grace, how sweet the sound. And here it is. Here is the eye patch all complete. It needs to be cleaned up and packaged pretty and sent off to my customer. I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and you can find the template and the PDF instructions on my website. I'll put the links in the video description. For more information, you can go to www.lisacantalupo.com and sexyskins.etsy.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. For more DIY leather crafting tips and tricks, make sure you subscribe to my channel and click that bell to be notified when new videos are released. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.